Everybody, I hope you're all well. Today, our topic is mental health at workplace. And let me introduce myself. My name is Anjali, or in short, you can call me Ange. And okay, here is Emma. Beautiful Emma is coming today from Liberty Women's. My profession is women's health. What is Emma? Okay, women's health movement coach. Here is Emma. Hi, Emma. How are you
Hi,
doing? Yes,
good.
thank you
How are
for
you,
being
Ange?
here. Yes, good. Thank you. Thank you for your time. And, because I know you have been pretty busy and we really appreciate that.
Oh, thank you so much for giving this opportunity this morning. And yeah, life is busy in women's health, so
Yes.
yeah, really grateful for this time.
Oh, thank you. Okay, so I was introducing myself. So I am Women's Health Movement Coach, certified nutrition counselor, and of course the founder of this platform. And yeah, and today, let's start with your introduction. Let us know a little bit about you.
Okay, well, I own Liberty Women's Wellness, which is about a year in from the opening date would have been March last year. So yeah, women's health clinic here in Greater Springfield, which is part of Ipswich and
Yeah.
Brisbane. It's a very fast-growing city, and from my own personal issues with postpartum and early menopause, I decided to create a solution and provide a health clinic for women here in this beautiful city. So yeah, it's a women's health clinic providing a holistic approach to women's health. So when I say that, I mean that it's all about providing a wraparound team of health professionals to support women in whatever stages and age of any stages of their life with any health concerns. So yeah, that's me. I opened a beautiful clinic with 15 amazing women health practitioners, which is gynae, pelvic health physios, acupuncturist, psychologist, massage. It's
Yes.
just a bunch there. You're more than
You
welcome to
have
have a look.
everybody there. Yes.
So yeah, it's a team of 15 of us, and I personally am not a health professional, but I am a passionate, um, advocate for women's health, and I do own a few clinics in the area with my husband, who is a physio. But I'm also a mother of five, and
I
I
don't know how you
just
do it. Amazing. Yes.
oh, it's beautiful. I love being a mother,
That's
and so that's pretty much me in a nutshell. I love everything about women's health. I love helping women.
yes.
I love empowering women, especially health professionals, to really just empower them to provide the amazing service that they give to women.
Yes,
So yeah.
yeah, very similar to what I'm trying to do, right? Because I don't have the knowledge and information, but I really, out of desperation, wanting to help women, I was trying to do all the courses that I could, but
Mm.
then I realized that that is just not possible. So yeah, I just wanted to bring everyone in a platform, and I can bring out all the information, and so people can rely on the information as well, right? There are
Mm.
so many information out there these days that you don't know who to trust and who is saying the real thing. So anyway, so I'm so glad that my path has crossed with you, and yes, welcome again.
Well, thank
So
you.
before we start, I would just like to say that this talk is all about talking about the mental health at workplace, not a specific advice for anybody.
Mm.
So yeah, if you needing support, please check in with your, if you're a practitioner yourself, there are like lots of services out there who supports your mental health, right? So okay, so let's start with the first one. What is mental health at work means to you?
Yeah, I think it's about creating the an environment that supports your team. It has to be a safe environment. It has to be supportive and empowering the people that work with you to be the best version of themselves, but also creating a little bit of or I guess just being real. you know,
Mm-hmm.
being real, always keeping those communications, you know, very high, checking in on each other. So,
Yes.
and supporting each other, because we all go through, we've all got families, we all have, you know, lives other than just being health practitioners in this situation. So it's really good to be, you know, creating that space where, you know, we feel safe and supported.
Yeah. So, because most of the time I feel like, back home in Nepal, we call the doctors a god.
Mm,
We call them God. And, we put them in this pedestal and we don't realize how much they go through as well, right?
yeah.
And then I wonder if they feel the same pressure as well, that not to show their true self and not, I don't know, but, I'm just curious with the practitioners. So you would know, right, how they,
Yeah,
yeah. So
definitely.
how does the leadership plays in shaping mentally healthy workplace? I think you're already touching that empowering them and the communication. Is there
Yeah.
anything else? What role do you think you play
Well,
in the leadership?
in
Yeah.
leadership, so my husband and I obviously have run businesses for 20 years, and obviously Liberty is the first one of its kind. And we have found through our experience that, you know, in leadership, it's important to also uh, be humble, but also show who you are,
Mm-hmm.
and, you know, create that relationship with others, not just practitioners, but also clients, and let them see that, you know, your world isn't perfect as well, but
Yes.
how you handle it and how you just have that generous heart and gratefulness.
Yes.
It really just it's a trickle effect. It creates that environment and that energy and that culture
Yes.
within your workplace. So, in a leadership perspective, we're not perfect.
No.
And I think in making sure that you're not here and others are here, making sure you are together
Together.
and supporting each other, because, you know, we all go through things. And I think it's really important that we're there for each other, especially in a workplace. It's you're with each other a lot. It's like a
Yes,
second
absolutely.
family. So and I also see where how would I like to be treated? How if I could treat people the way that I would like to be treated,
Mm-hmm.
I just find in a workplace it's really important to have all of those things.
Yes, absolutely. I I have so much respect, because you are so you are so humbled in where you're at, you like you said, you are not up here, down there, or we are all
Mm,
in this
yeah.
together. And the ripple effect that we create with the love and empathy and compassion. And thank you for creating such a beautiful space, and it shines through, Emma.
No,
So
thank you.
thank you.
I
Yes,
do have an
absolutely.
amazing team. And I just think I always say this, collaborative success.
Hmm.
It's not about competition.
No,
It's not about how many degrees or PhDs that you have. It's got to do with collaborating together, learning from each other, and supporting each other, because we're all here. Our vision is to support women in that particular case.
yes,
That's our vision and our heart, is to bring forward and educate women about their health and help them, and also help the practitioners in particular to really grow in that space in what they love doing. So just yeah, that's what I'm all about.
so that's so I have to, there's so many things to unpack there. I will have
Sorry.
to go and watch the replay and make a note of it, with all the insights coming out of you is just beautiful. So are mental health days treated differently for your practitioners than the sick days?
Um, it's an interesting point. I find that again, when you are open about whatever you're going through, I
Mm-hmm.
find that practitioners feel comfortable enough to come to you if they're having a day
Mm-hmm.
where I'm not sick, but I just don't feel right, and I feel like I'm burning out. I need that break.
Yes.
What I've created here is where they're free to text me or call me and say, "Hey, Ems, do you have a time where I can have a chat? I'm feeling a little bit overwhelmed. You know, I just feel like I need to take the day off." We make it happen,
Yeah.
because if we can provide that for them, then they can't work on an empty cup. They have to, their cup needs to be refilled again, so then they can give back. So we take it as, not just like a sick day. I guess on paper it would look like a sick day, but it's important to support, whether they're sick or not, that they need that day off.
Yeah,
they need to be given that support.
Yeah, that's beautiful. So no matter, it is sort of, but it does lead to sickness if we don't take care of at the beginning.
Yeah, that's correct.
Yeah, so it is like a, how do you say, nib in a butt?
Yeah, nip it in the butt.
I tried to say all these, phrases, but then is it the words other way around, or what is it?
Yeah, that's me. We were just saying before, English is my second language. I grew up in Australia. I'm born in Australia, but my parents taught me Spanish until I was 5. So thrown into school, Aussie school, and going, how do I tell this teacher I need water? So I had to learn the English. So my husband has a little note on the side in his phone of all Emma's odd ways of saying phrases, where I twist the words around. So it's funny. So, So
if anyone out there, if you do that, just own it and just laugh about it and have fun. Right?
Exactly.
Yes.
But you were talking about sick days as well. It's I wanted to mention that if having a clinician especially come up to you and say, not feeling great, not dealing with certain situations, taking the day off, it's also, besides providing that space for them to do that, it's also encouraging them to go seek support. So for example, go talk to someone, a counselor, psychologist, a wellness coach, whatever suits you, whatever you're comfortable with, and really just find that space where you can feel that support.
Yeah, that's beautiful. So where do you see the future of workplace mental health supporting heading towards? Is it getting better?
In healthcare, I think there's a lot to do. And it really depends whether you're in public or private. Coming from a business owner, we all create our own spaces. And I think it all goes back to what's your mission and your vision. What do you want within your workplace? What do you want within your community? What do you want in your health practitioners? So I think there's a lot of work to do. And, the country's, there's so many more people coming and there's more babies being born. There's a lot more support that is needed. So I think, I think we're not where we should be yet, but I think if we all keep on advocating of just supporting mental health in general, I think, maybe, it will grow to be a better space for everyone.
Yeah, absolutely. So not being, now I can't remember the word for it, but I was saying being more open about, not like we said earlier, not putting somebody in a pedestal and they are like immune to everything else, right? But we are all in the same boat and trying to work and support each other together, and then being able to oh my goodness, the words. My English it's today. So as a owner of the practice, so you are creating this space where people can easily open up to you. And I think we need to more, bring that culture in to how can we create that space, right? So I wanted to ask you, so how do you take care of your mental health with the 5 kids and so many other things that you do apart from running this practice, women's health practice? How do you do it?
I have my days, and being not perimenopausal anymore, I'm actually postmenopause at the age of 44. So it's it's an interesting time. Obviously, I have a great team, and the specialists on team also do a lot of research. So there's a lot out there, and we can discuss that another time. But
I think it's a whole lot of
it's a whole different kettle of fish. But having to go through perimenopause, menopause, the hormonal changes, it affects your mental health. And then you have, you know, a family to run, being a wife as well, business owner, a leader of 50 staff, in, you know, when we talk about the whole company.
Yes.
That has its days, and the only way I find is early mornings. I get up, I really try to take in, and I try to absorb the peace and quiet of the sunrise
Okay.
in the
You know?
family
Yeah.
household.
Yes.
You know, have my cup of tea, but also have a nice Bible read because we're Christians as well, and just trying to find that space where I could just find peace within myself. Some people meditate, but I find that meditating God's word, as well as just looking within myself if there's anything that I need to improve, but also exercise. Those two things are a must in my world on a daily basis. I find for my mental health, exercise and also mental exercise is important. And then I find that I can give to my children, I can give to my husband, I can give to my staff, and reset. Every day is the same thing, but I do have the odd weeks where I just feel like my body's just not, you know, dealing with what's
As well.
happened. And
Yes.
that's normal, totally normal. You're not, we're human beings.
Yes.
And so I've had to learn that if I'm feeling like that, Emma, you need to stop. Reschedule that appointment, reschedule that
Absolutely.
meeting, let your staff know, hey, I'm not feeling too great today. Either I'm coming down with something or my hormones are just not all right. And really just find something, like even sitting in a sauna or just going to bed for a little bit, or, you know, hydrating your body. I find that I have to learn to reset myself, and then I'm a better version of myself.
Yes.
And even my family, I'm very open with the kids and say, look, mummy's not feeling too great today, just give me a little bit of time, I'll be with you in a minute. I think it's important to let others know how you're
Yes.
feeling. Yes, I don't expect people to fix my problems,
No.
but it's more respecting, hey, I'm feeling like this, my communication is strong, I'll be with you in a moment. So yeah, I try to encourage our entire team to do the same, because I think then you're leaving the space open for others to also come in and help you, but also give you that space.
Yeah, yes, and you are constantly showing people that it is okay to feel this way,
Yeah,
and then at the same time, you know, even the children, they are watching you, and okay, mommy is not a super person, you know, that they
yeah,
feel that way.
yeah.
First time when I start telling my kids, my son said, "What? You feel sick?" I've never heard that
Oh,
before. When I starting to open up to my kids, you know, and teaching them that it is okay to feel that
yeah,
way, and like you are doing, you know, like communication. So yeah, and that has been a big life changing as well. And
yeah,
like resetting in the morning, I think that is, and we all have, like you said, like other people might do meditation or things like that, but your way is just resetting yourself every morning with the exercise, with the, you know, what else did you say?
Oh,
Exercise, and then
just meditating in God's word. I could read the
yes.
Bible, even if it's
Mm,
just a little sentence, or is it just sitting there sometimes and just going, oh, I just don't feel great today. You know, how do I reconnect with myself?
mm,
Because when life gets really busy, we don't realize that um, your body responds later. In
mm,
my case, I may go really good doing all these things and lack of sleep and, you know, just high energy. And then all of a sudden, in a few weeks, my body just goes boom and it just crashes. And so does my mental health, where I just feel really down about myself and I start questioning my movements. And so that's when, you know, that's pretty much your body saying, hey, enough is enough, you need to stop. So you want to sort of let that not don't let it happen, and try to do on a daily basis, just reset as much as you can. And sleep is a huge thing.
oh my
It's a
goodness, tell
huge
me about
thing.
it.
Which is
Like,
hard.
oh
It's hard to do. It honestly is, especially being a mother. No matter what stage you're at, whether it's newborn, a child, or even a teenager, it's still a challenge
yeah.
to get your proper sleep. But if you can try to make that happen, I think you're a better person the
Oh,
next day.
absolutely. Yes. I totally get that. And these days I start making effort to go to bed earlier,
Yeah,
because even like my kid is 11 and 13, they still sometimes they have a nightmare. So,
Yeah.
they come to cuddle, and then they go back to sleep so quick, right? But for us, it takes like half an hour later, and still wide
You're
awake.
still wired
Yes,
and concerned about the child,
yes,
and then everything else that you're supposed to do on the day comes into the picture, and you're like, oh, this is not the time.
yes. But then again, we know the tools that how to reset, and we
Yeah.
keep standing up, right? So
Exactly. And I
yeah,
think you're an example, like you were saying about your children. I think it's really important for us to be an example to our children because they're also going to go through their challenges,
I guess.
if not already happening in school and assessments and just stepping up. And then as adults, I think it's important for us to model that for their future and their mental health. And if we could just keep on doing that, I think the world's going to be a better place because
Yes.
it's we are the role models of the next generation, and I'm saying this from experience as well. Being a child, loved my parents. You know, they're missionaries as well as ministers. It's hard work what they've done and what they continue to do. But I grew up in an environment where I never really got to see my parents'
Mm-hmm.
stage of vulnerability.
Mm-hmm.
It was always they were like up here, and I never saw them rest. And anyway, so that became part of my normality. So
Mm-hmm.
whenever I felt like I was falling apart, oh my goodness, what is wrong with me?
Yes.
But I've had to learn to go, hang on, that's not normal being the best of the best all the
Yes.
time, uh, doing everything and not showing vulnerability. What's important is to show everything and also say it's okay and, be in that safe space that tomorrow's another day, right?
Absolutely.
You can reset.
Yes. And we can be the generation who is going to try to break that
Yeah,
cycle of that perfect perfection, and
yeah.
all those kind of things. But it is not easy. Like, I feel like in a limbo sometimes. I want to be like my
Mm,
parents because it feels like out of control, but then at the same time, no, I wanted to change it, so I have to move towards the what is uncomfortable,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
So, but anyway, thank you, Emma, for being here, and thank you so much for the being the change makers for us. And yes, would you like to say anything before we finish? Or if anyone has a question, please put it down in the comment section. Sorry, we got carried away talking about things. And yes, and Harunik Path says, I love this. Thank you. And yes,
Very
so
welcome.
where can we find you, Emma?
So Liberty Women's Wellness is here in Greater Springfield. Obviously, if you follow the page, we're there, social media and Facebook. That's where you can find me most of the time. I also run Orion Family Physiotherapy, which is here in Greater Springfield with my husband. So it's a big allied health team of physios. So that's where you can find me. Send me a message if you have any questions. But we're here to support all women. It's a one-stop shop, which is what everyone here is talking about. It's a place where it's safe, it's medical, but also holistic.
Mhm.
It's a place where you will feel that you're going to receive the support that you need, whatever stage you're going through, whether it's pregnancy, fertility, postpartum, menopause,
Mental health.
cancer, mental
Yes.
health, all of that. We have the team here to support. And if we don't have it, we will find it. We'll direct you to the right place because I'm all about collaborating with other health practitioners, other businesses, hospitals. I think it's really important to break those barriers of competition, that one person can do everything. It's not reality.
No.
The reality is that we're here to work together and make this world a better place.
Yeah. Like, we're going to finish it in this note. It's like collaboration over competition,
Yes,
right?
collaboration
Yay.
success, I call it.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you, everyone, for being
Thank
here. Thank
you.
you, Emma. And you have a great day.
You
And
too.
I'm looking forward to seeing you in person again.
Yes.
Maybe on the 5th of September, we are doing expo, networking, and charity event
Oh,
like
count me
last year.
in.
Yes. So I would love to see you and your team come over like you did last year. I was really grateful to have you there. So, yes, have a great day,
You
everybody.
too.
And I'll see you. Thank you so much, Emma. Thank
Thank
you.
you. Bye.
Bye-bye. Bye.
Bye.